What's up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. Welcome back to Tesla Talk Tuesday. We're gonna head downstairs. Gotta let Aston out of the crate. You know how it is. Put him in there for a little bit, let him sleep. He wasn't feeling too great earlier. So anyways, Tesla Talk Tuesday. Let's just jump. Well, actually, let's say hi to Aston first, and then we'll jump right into it. What's up, little man? How you doing? Hey, what's up, buddy? Oh, what's up, buddy? Oh, how you doing? He's such a little cutie. Oh, he loves us. And he likes to do piggyback rides and say hi to you. So, okay, thank you, thank you. Hey, buddy, hey, buddy. See, he goes for the piggyback rides. All right, let's just jump right into Tesla Talk Tuesday. Oh, but real quick, if you do want to see more of Aston and you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button and be sure to give this video a thumbs up. He likes to chase his tail a lot. Or just lick it and eat it. I don't really know. So, I don't know how closely everybody else has been following it, but Elon is obviously very against this whole stay-at-home order and wants to reopen the Tesla factories. What's up, buddy? So, well, a lot of states have been in shutdown, and, well, Elon wanted to go against those orders. Not necessarily just the state of California, but more specifically Alameda County, which is the county that I think the Fremont factory is in. So I believe California did issue, like, they were slowly reopening certain things at different paces, and Alameda County didn't want Tesla to reopen. There was actually a tweet, I guess from Elon and someone else, saying that one of the county officials actually admitted to the New York Times that they were trying to slow down Tesla purposefully for no other reason. So that's kind of interesting. Also, Elon Musk tweeted out, I'll throw it up on the screen here, Tesla is restarting production today. He tweeted this out yesterday, May 11th, so on Monday. Is restarting production today against Alameda County rules. I will be on the line with everyone else. If anyone is arrested, I ask that it only be me. Now, a lot of people, it's very controversial whether people should reopen, not reopen, whether or not people should start going out and doing that. I've been flip-flopping all the time, but if people are going to go out, I think it definitely needs to be on their own, you know, doing. Like, Tesla isn't forcing anybody to go. However, a lot of people want to keep getting paid and want their jobs, and the jobs should stay around. But the only way jobs are going to stay around is if people do reopen at some point. You can't just sit here for 6 months and then expect to go back to your job whenever you feel like it. If you do reopen, just be safe. You know, wash your hands, wear a mask, don't touch your face when you're touching other things. Stay away from people. Just do whatever you can to protect yourself and protect others, even if you don't want to. So, you know, it is what it is at this point, and companies do need to reopen at some point if, you know, the economy is going to keep growing and doing its thing. So we'll see how this plays out, but Tesla is pushing along and trying to get production back up and running. Lorena Gonzalez tweeted out on May 9th, F Elon Musk, which is just, first of all, very unprofessional, completely ridiculous. She's saying that Elon doesn't care about his employees' health and safety. And I guess that goes back to, like, if you're being safe as far as wearing, like, personal protective equipment like masks, gloves, washing your hands, making sure you remove the gloves before you touch anything else, all that stuff, like, there's a lot of ways to sort of avoid this. Also, like, these employees want to get paid, probably want to get back to work. Some of them, maybe not all of them, but Elon did give them a choice. Like, he wasn't forcing them to come back. We'll see how this plays out. But either way, Tesla is reopening, and I don't know how exactly that will play out. My understanding is that the other automakers in, like, Michigan and stuff are reopening as well. So it's not like Tesla's doing anything crazy that these other auto manufacturers aren't doing. It's just that they happen to be in California, and these California county officials, assemblywomen, all that stuff are really against this. So it is what it is. Elon did also say that he was moving everything to Nevada and Texas because California was just being so obnoxious about everything. Now, to move off of Tesla for a brief second, Lucid has apparently unveiled their Beta Air. Whoa, are you excited about that? You're excited about Lucid? So Lucid unveiled its fleet of Beta Air prototype electric cars, and they look pretty good, honestly. There's a picture of a bunch of cars in the factory, and they're wrapped. I mean, they look pretty sweet. I'll just be very curious to see what these cars. He's very playful right now. Yeah, so this should be pretty sweet. I can't wait to see these cars. They're supposed to have, like, over 400 miles of range, I think. So that's roughly where Elon says that the Model S long range is right now. we haven't really seen too much competition in the range department as far as electric vehicles with high range like Tesla. So it will be cool to see these cars come out and battery day. So battery day is what, like a week or two away. I don't think they've officially announced it yet, at least not that I've heard, but I am very excited for it. Can't wait to listen to that talk to see what they're coming out with next. Some very interesting stuff for battery day is that Tesla has, I guess, filed a new patent for a new type of battery. So it's a tabless cell or something like that. Anyways, here's some pictures of the patent. And well, what they've patented is a new battery cell with a tabless electrode that Elon Musk hypes as way more important than it sounds. So he tweeted about this. These are some pictures from the patent. I'm not even gonna try to like comprehend or dive into this, but it is interesting. It seems like there's less like resistance that the electricity would have to travel through by doing the cell this way, which might mean that you get to, like, the electricity that's stored, you can use more of it and you don't lose as much of it when you're, I guess, like charging or using that energy, which translates to better performance maybe, because less resistance means you can push out more energy at once, greater range, because you're getting more efficiencies out of the actual cells themselves. So again, battery day, cannot wait. If this is like a breakthrough technology that they've come out with that could like increase batteries by like 20-30%, that means you could be bumping the range of these cars by like 50 to 100 miles, depending on, you know, which Teslas you're currently looking at and what their ranges are. But that's how I guess you could get the Roadster, the Cybertruck, the Model S to be more and more. If you think about it, the Cybertruck is about 2 feet longer, I think, than the Model S, which means that you have 2 more feet of potential like space for battery cells, which can then give you that extra range. Also, if this new patent, if the design of these batteries takes up less space, then there's more efficiencies right there, which means you could actually still have a 100 kilowatt. I don't know if the kilowatts would change then or what, but either way, you could have the same size battery as a 100 kilowatt battery right now, but you would probably get more, I guess, energy out of it. I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing, so don't listen to anything I'm saying. Battery day, very excited, but this is definitely interesting. Hopefully they will touch on maybe how the Maxwell technology acquisition sort of played into this, if it did at all. I hear you, Aston. He just wants to play. Nonetheless, super, super exciting stuff. If on battery day they say that this is gonna like drastically increase range, that will be awesome. And I am very excited to get a new Tesla in the future, more specifically a Cybertruck or a Roadster, but probably Cybertruck because I can't afford a Roadster. But until that day, we will just have to wait. If you want to read stuff about the patent, go ahead and look it up. But otherwise, that's all I got for you right now. Right, Aston? Right, Chompers? Yeah. Now, let's move to some positive Tesla news during this pandemic. So I guess not just... You done? You done? Okay. So during this pandemic, I guess Tesla trade-in values have held up much better than other gas cars, which is quite interesting because, well, gas prices are at all-time lows. If you haven't been following the oil markets, gas prices have been tanking, partly because there's no demand for gas and oil and all that stuff because airlines aren't flying, which use a ton of fuel. People aren't driving as much, so, well, they're not buying as much gasoline. And, well, you know, the Middle East, they were still continuing with production. It took them a while to do production cuts, and by then, this prices plummeted, and now there's no demand because of the whole pandemic in the whole world. So, very interesting times, but electric cars, trade-in values are holding up, so that is very good news. Hopefully, if I trade in my car or sell it soon, I'll be able to keep sort of the price that I reported on recently in a vlog within the last 2 or 3 months, talking about, I think I could probably get around mid to low 30s for my car. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure if or when I'll be getting rid of my car. As you may or may not know if you saw the last vlog, one of the cars in our garage is going. It might be my Tesla. It might not. It might not be my Tesla. It might be the BMW. I don't know. Anyways, more to come on that, but trade-in values are holding up. So if you're looking at trading in your Tesla, you might be able to hold on to it a little bit longer, wait for possibly better deals, and then trade it in. And you wouldn't lose too much money because the trade-in values are holding their price. Now, completely non-Tesla related, Lexus has come out with their first EV vehicle. It's the UX 300e. It's gonna have a 10-year 1 million kilometers. So that's 621,000 miles, a little over 600,000 miles, but 1 million kilometer warranty. It is currently for sale in China. So very interesting that they're putting this warranty out there. It is, however, an air-cooled battery. So I guess people are saying that air-cooled is not as robust. They shouldn't last as long. So by giving it this warranty, maybe that will help. But it is interesting, and coming from a luxury brand nonetheless. The other company that has an air-cooled battery is the Nissan Leaf. That they have an air-cooled battery in that car, or at least they did. I don't know if they still do, but that's besides the point. But yeah, a 10-year, 621,000 mile warranty. I mean, that's pretty nice, I'll be honest. I mean, Tesla's had an 8-year unlimited mileage warranty, so I guess that's kind of the same thing, just 2 years shorter with no cap on miles. So in that sense, it is pretty similar, but it is cool to see a new car coming out with such a high warranty, because 10 years is fantastic if you're going to buy one of these cars. I guess Lexus is saying that they developed a battery cell air cooling system which is safer and lighter than water-cooled systems. So with cooled air circulating inside the battery pack, stable battery output can be attained even at high speed and during repeated rapid charging. So this is interesting. I guess the lightweight does help with the range if you think about it that way. You know, you're not carrying excess water or liquid on the vehicle, so your range could potentially go up a little bit by making the car that much lighter. 50 kilowatt DC fast charger, so that's not that fast. If you think about the Tesla superchargers, you have the new V3 network, which is what, 250 kilowatts or something. You have the normal superchargers that are out now, the V2, I guess, which is like 120 to 150 kilowatts. The urban superchargers, which are 72 kilowatts. And then I guess the Lexus is saying that it'll be a 50 kilowatt DC fast charger. So not crazy fast, but you know, still pretty good. So right now the car is selling in China for around $54,000. Supposedly it would be for sale in Europe for around $45,000. I'm not sure when. The UX 300e is supposed to go on sale in Japan in 2021. So right now it's just in China is my understanding. Japan next year. I don't know when it would go to Europe or when it would even come to the US market, if at all. But the prices should go down to around $45,000, which is interesting that they would be cheaper in the European markets than in China. But either way, those are some interesting stats. 248 miles of range. Don't know anything about like performance stats, but it seems like the max charging rate is around 50 kilowatts, which is sort of slowish compared to some of the other cars out there. Ooh, one last thing. Elon Musk was back on the Joe Rogan Experience. They do, you know, YouTube videos / I think it's also podcast. But either way, very interesting stuff. Some non-Tesla stuff. Neuralink, I think that's what it's called. Basically, they drill out your skull a little bit, like a little inch around diameter kind of thing, and they connect, I don't know what, to like neurons in your brain or something, and then they just kind of seal it back off. And he's saying that, you know, people that can't see might be able to see again. People that are completely paralyzed might be able to walk again. So it's very fascinating stuff to hear what the possibilities are for Neuralink. Elon did also sort of reconfirm the timeline of the Cybertruck and the Roadster. So the Cybertruck will most likely be before the Roadster, and that's simply because it's a cheaper price point. It's probably easier to make to some degree. Also that the Model S Plaid mode is kind of like the building grounds for the Roadster. And then he also did reconfirm that the Roadster's 1.9 seconds 0 to 60 is for the base model. So he's saying it's going to be kind of unfair. Again, going back to what I think a lot of people already knew, they will probably be using some sort of like air thruster in order to make these cars accelerate and probably even stop more quickly. So you'll kind of link that into maybe a launch mode or just the accelerator pedal as well as the brake. I mean, imagine doing 0 to 60 in like 1 second. I mean, that's just like unreal. Even 1.5, I mean, it's just like, that's not a thing. Either way, that's just absurd. So it's no longer going to come down to the grip that the tires can make, because if you have air thrusters, it's just pushing the car forward. The grip is no longer relevant, right? So should be interesting, but that's sort of the path of, I guess, the Cybertruck, then the Roadster, and the Roadster will be just stupidly fast. So very excited for both of those. Cannot wait. Anyways, that's going to be it for Tesla Talk Tuesday. If you guys are enjoying the content, please hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching.